Well, Bruce Feldman's been all over this Baylor story since the beginning, and he joins us here once again on the Rich Eisen Show. How are you, Bruce?
Good. Good to be on with you, Rich.
Thank you for joining. Appreciate it. What do you think of that Les Miles news? What are you hearing about out of Baylor?
You know, he would bring some level of stability to a program that really needs it. I mean, the guys that I've been told that would be looked at there, one is Chad Morris, who's done a nice job getting SMU turned around. He's the old Texas high school coach. The other ones are keep an eye on Larry Fedora at North Carolina, Sonny Dykes, who's interviewed with the AD, Mac Rhodes, a couple of times at Mac Rhodes' previous stop. I think those guys are really in consideration. But again, Les Miles would bring some stability, and it's a program that desperately needs it after all they've kind of gone through in the last couple of years.
But how could a coach that's looking obviously for stability in his career go to a school where you don't even know what's coming from the NCAA? This whole and suddenly you now own everything that's sitting right there that you don't even know what you're owning. I mean, it seems like every single week something's coming out with Bob Lee on Outside the Lines or somewhere else that Art Briles and somebody else didn't know something or knew it and didn't report it.
Yeah, that's a very valid question. I mean, I think you can look at even Penn State. If you're James Franklin, you take that job when you were a hot coach having won at Vandy, and all of a sudden there's a dark cloud that keeps coming over the top of you because, quite honestly, those issues are much bigger than football. And what you're talking about involves some recent players, and that is something that, if Les Miles is looking, going, okay, what are my options here? Could I get Purdue? Could I, he still wants to coach. They do have good facilities, and there's still going to be a lot of good players in the program, but there's a lot of big issues that are going to be swirling around that program for quite some time. And I think that's stuff that he has to say, do I really want to engage this, because it's going to be real for a long time there.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.